So as a Vikings fan, I've always had sort of a mild indifference to the Lions, right? It's never been as heated of a rivalry as, say, Vikings-Packers or even Vikings-Bears to a degree. And plus, overall, like when we talk ish about the Lions, like our comment section, it never lights up. There's never Lion fans in there like, yeah. Because I think they know. I think they agree, right? So it's way different than if we talk ish about the Packers or the Bears fans, especially Bears fans, by the way. Super sensitive, just like, da Bears, whatever. But Lions, I mean, overall, their roster, their depth chart ain't that bad. But, I mean, I still think that Matt Patricia is going to drive this team into a wall. Like, honestly, they're going to start 1-7. He's going to be fired. Bob Quinn's going to be fired as well. And this whole, Patriots Midwest, yeah, it ain't going to work. It's done. As well. Oh, Darrell Bevell, D-Bev's the offensive coordinator. Darrell Bevell of the, hey, the 09 Vikings made me look good, but really it was all Brett Favre fame. The Darrell Bevell of like, oh, we're going to throw from the 1 yard line for the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, even when we had Marshawn Lynch fame. And then I'm just going to blame everyone else except for myself. Yeah, so going 3-12-1 last year, it ain't good. It is not great, but man, like on paper, on purpose, like this team does not seem terrible, yeah, especially at the skill position. So you got Babytron, Kenny Galladay, guy I love coming out of Northern Illinois. Marvin Jones has been doing the damn thing. Although Marvin Jones, he only gets to play Xavier Rhodes once this year, as opposed to twice. So that's going to work against him. Danny Amendola, I mean, just the corpse of Danny Amendola still working the slot. Okay, cool. And then you sign up Geronimo Allison, just like stealing from the division rivals. How's that going to work out? Probably not great, but still love the Twin Towers, still love Galladay, still love Marvin Jones. But Matthew Stafford, I don't know, man. Like, I've always loved Stafford. I've always respected him. He is a gamer. He did put up a bunch of frou-frou fluff stats during the reign of Megatron. 4,000-yard seasons, 5,000-yard seasons without batting an eye. But what if you have to show? Nothing. Nada. Zero. Goose egg. D'Angelo Russell playoff wins. It's really rough, right? So I was saying, it's like, yeah, you did need to replace Darius Big Play Slay. So you picked up Jeff Okudah at number 3 overall. But, man, could the Lions have gone Tua? And for a while there, I mean, the Lions were basically like even money with the Dolphins to take Tua in some of the betting markets, which was kind of surprising. But if you think about it, Matthew Stafford's getting super long in the tooth. He's not long for for the NFL. So, and who else on the roster do you have? They picked up Chase Daniel. He of the Viking Slayers on the road at Soldier Field fame, sure. And then David Bling Blang Blau, who's a UDFA out of Purdue last year. You got rid of Kyle Jerome Ezekiel Sluder for some godforsaken reason. It's like, oh, he didn't practice well. That's because he's a gamer. He's a baller. Put him in the game, see what happens. Yeah, but whatever. So you idiots made your bed. I mean, Matthew Stafford, I don't know if his body's going to hold up for another full season. So, yeah, good luck with Chase Daniel. It'd be great. Hell, even if you have Stafford, I mean, this team has 4-12 written all over it. Even though you do like the offensive line, I mean, Taylor Decker, I was like, hey, Taylor Decker, this is the guy that we're going to get to replace Riley Reif. Apparently, he's worse than Reif. It's tough. Frank Ragnow, I love the pride of Chanhassen. Really want him in the draft in 2018. Then you signed Big V over from Philly, which, okay. Sure, whatever. He just gave up on pretty Ricky Wagner, who gave an assload of money to when he came over from the Ravens, and then you just let him go to the Packers. Okay, and then the 2 guard spots are going to be up for grabs, in my opinion. Joe Dahl, Ode Abushi, no, not so much. Jonah Jackson, I loved coming out of Ohio State. I think he was a perfect scheme fit for the Vikings. I think he would have been a plug-and-play left guard, but Lions getting him in the 3rd round is great. Logan Stenberg from Kentucky, I think is going to be in the mix as well. Now, I did like Josh Garnett when he was drafted by the Niners back in the day, so maybe he can get his career back on track, as well as Bo Bergeron. I did like Bo Bergeron coming out of Wisconsin last year. Ended up going undrafted, but he could be in the interior offensive line mix as well. But overall, I mean, kind of tough. I mean, losing Glasgow. I mean, you could pick up Larry Warford again, try and run it back, even though you morons didn't re-sign him after the first contract, which is kind of dumb. But also, so tight end, I love that they just list Jesse James as the starter when everyone knows it's TJ Hawkinson season. It will. Hot gear too is ready to take over. I even like Isaac Nada, 7th-round pick out of Georgia. But yeah, you just have to list Jesse James as a starter just to soothe that ego. It's like, oh, we signed you from Pittsburgh last year to a big contract. Good luck with all that. Oh, forgot they have Tyrell Crosby. I liked him. Yeah, Tyrell Crosby was one of the guys that I wanted in 2018. But then the Vikings were like, hey, hold my beer. Let's trade up and draft Daniel Carlson, the kicker. Bittersweet memories, whatever. So picking up Julian Okwara in the 3rd round, pairing him up with his brother coming over for the Giants. I thought that was great. I really liked Okwara as an edge prospect. It's annoying that the Lions picked him up. I also love John Pennicini coming out of Utah. It was Pennicini and Lecky Fodu, the 2 defensive interior linemen from the Utah Utes that I really enjoyed. So the fact that you got him in the 6th, sure, great, whatever. Okudah was a very easy pick, easily the quarterback 1 in this draft. But putting it in there with Desmond Trufant, the corpse of Desmond Trufant is coming up here from Atlanta. Okay. Justin Coleman is a stud. Former Vikings UDFA signee out of Tennessee, Justin Coleman. How did you let him get out of camp, man? Yeah. But yeah, the defensive line. I mean, Danny Shelton, no. I mean, Trey Flowers, he paid $1 bajillion to, whatever. But, I mean, who's going to play 3-tech? I mean, who else is going to be on the defensive interior? You don't really have much there. So I think that's where the things could come apart. They're going to be tough stopping the run as well as, I mean, sure, Jared Davis didn't pick up his 5th-year option. I think he's been pretty solid, but a little bit up and down. Oh, picked up Christian Jones coming up from Chicago. Great. Good luck with all that. I mean, Jamie Collins still doing the damn thing. Respect. Also, Elijah Lee, former Viking 7th-round pick Elijah Lee, and Super Bowl participant is coming over. Okay. Cool, whatever. Oh, yeah, Miles Killebrew. And every single year, there is a safety that comes out of a small school, parts unknown. He's like, oh, he's 6'4", 260 pounds, and runs a 4.240. That was Miles Killebrew in 2016. It was, who was it this year? Jeremy Chin from Northern Illinois this year. But, yeah, Miles Killebrew from, like, Utah State Southern University or something like that. It's probably an online school. But then it was like, he's 6'2" and 220 and then whatever. He's a fine special teams player. Yeah, but I think overall, I mean, on paper this team should be competitive, like maybe like a 9-7 team. But I don't know. I just do not trust Matt Patricia at all. I think this experiment is over. I think he just does not have the temperament. I just don't think that he has everything that it takes to be a head coach. And the coaching tree of Bill Parcells, like, it's not great. It really is not. You look at Charlie Weiss, you look at Romeo Crennel, you look at Josh McDaniels, Nick Saban, respect. Kirk Ferentz, respect. Pat Hill, respect. Sure, there. But I just think that Matt Patricia is just going to be another one of those rotten, withered branches. And I think that Lions fans, you're gonna be in store for another rough season. I think there's gonna be a lot of turnover. I think there's gonna be a lot of turnover with Matthew Stafford, but also I think Bob Quinn gets fired. I think that experiment's over. I think Matt Patricia gets fired. I don't even think Patricia makes it through the season. So I think Darrell Bevel, better settle up partner. I think you're gonna be interim head coach, and then 2-14 season. You'll beat the Packers at Lambeau, and for that we thank you. But yeah, it's going to be rough. But hey, Stafford's going to be done. I think those Matthew Stafford trade rumors, I think there's actually some stake to that sizzle. So I think that Stafford may be done in Detroit. End of an era, former number 1 overall pick in 2009. But Lions could be in line for another number 1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence to the Motor City one time? Could be a possibility. But stay strong, Lions fans. Help is on the way. And then you'll ruin Trevor Lawrence too. But it's okay. It's okay. Man. All right, your thoughts on our thoughts of the Lions depth chart. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Pull us on the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.